If you feel like you're not enough, that you're not tall enough, you're not big enough, you're not strong enough, you're not pretty enough, you're not handsome enough, you are all these different things that you're not enough, and you worry about it. You worry that you're less than. But let me tell you something. God thinks opposite of you. And before I go into the message, before I go into the word, I was walking outside the other day and I was just looking at the birds, listening to how they speak, how they sing in the morning time, how they fly around, and how they do as they please. Whenever they know they can eat, they can eat. Whenever they know they can travel, they can do that. Whenever they know they can find shelter, they do that as well. But do you think they worry? Do you think they think? They probably don't. They probably don't have a conscience as much as we do. God made us his greatest creation. Even though we see that there are beautiful things in this world, plants, trees, the nature, all these things, but we are still the most intelligent of nature. And it made me go back into the word and think about Matthew chapter 6, verses 25 through 34, right? And it goes on to say, therefore I tell you, do not worry about your life, what you will eat or drink, or about your body, what you will wear. Is not life more than food, and the body more than clothes? You worried about the Gucci bag? You worried about going to eat? You worried about this? You worried about what I'm not wearing, what I don't have? But it's life not more important than what you eat, drink, or what you put on your body. Look at the birds of the air. They do not sow or reap or store away in barns, and such your heavenly Father feeds them. Are you not much more valuable than they? Can any of you, by worrying, add a single hour to your life? The more you worry, the more that you waste time. We want to save, and we're saving for a rainy day, which is good. Yes, be good stewards, be smart. But if you continue to store up as if you're going to take it into the next life, you are not doing right. God says to give, but you must also learn to receive. But if you receive more than you give, then what is there to come of your life? You are more worried and more doubtful about what you have and losing that than you are about what the Father can provide for you. And then it goes on to say, and why do you worry about clothes? See how the flowers of the field grow? They do not labor or spin, yet I tell you that not even Solomon in all his splendor was dressed like one of these. If that is how God clothes the grass of the field, which is here today and tomorrow is thrown into the fire, will he not much more clothe you, you of little faith? So do not worry, saying, what shall we eat, or what shall we drink, or what shall we wear? For the pagans run after all these things. And your heavenly Father knows that you need them, but seek first his kingdom and his righteousness, and all these things will be given to you as well. If you run around chasing the wind, basically going around chasing the world, chasing your friends, chasing your family, chasing the job, chasing the money, nothing will come of it. Because if the grass is here today and he can burn it all tomorrow, that means God has the ability and the power to give you everything today and take it all back tomorrow. That God can wipe us all out in a matter of a second. That all this stuff that is here to be plentiful and pleasurable and abundance in your life, don't worry about it, because he gave it to you today. It could take it tomorrow. But does he take it tomorrow? Probably not, right? I can't say what God is going to do, but I can say this much, that yesterday I had life and today I have the same. And then it goes on to say, therefore, do not worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow will worry about itself. Each day has enough trouble of its own. Do not worry, because tomorrow will have the weight of itself. Today, God gave you the strength for today, to finish off today, not tomorrow. So if you are thinking about tomorrow, what do I have to worry about tomorrow? Don't worry about tomorrow. Only think about today and what's in front of you. Think about the present. Think about the one step that you are taking next, and then the next step, and then the next step. Do not worry and sit upon the stool of just being stagnant. That you are more worried about sinking into the water rather than whenever Jesus cause you to walk onto the water to him, that you are more worried about, will this water hold me up? It is that this faith that is in my mind, that the hope that is in my mind, that is what I must worry about. That I know that this water truly cannot hold me up, but with faith, anything is possible. With God, anything is possible. Anything that is impossible for human is always possible for God, because it comes from forgetting who's in control. That's why we're worried. That's why we think about, wow, well, I don't have these nice things. I've been saving up for a year. I've been saving up for 5 years. I've been working about this. But it's not happening for me. Do not worry about what you do not have, but worry about what you do have. You think as if other people being taken care of, but you are worried about them. But why don't you worry about you being taken care of? You worry about other people's blessings and worrying about what they have, but why don't you worry about what you can get from God and what you can have from God? Do not think or worry about the things that you cannot control. Only control the things that you are able to control. If we sit and worry and have doubt all the time, we are just wasting our splendor. We are wasting our time. We are wasting our youth day in and day out, looking at what the world is doing, looking at what the world tells us that we should have, what we should spend our money on, what we should think about, what we should have pleasure on, what we should be doing. The world will lead you and tell you everything about what you should be doing with your life in the wrong way if you allow it. But if you spend so much time worrying about what you don't have, and then whenever you get it, you forget on how to appreciate something that God has blessed you with. You look over it because you feel like, man, well, this is just the bare minimum. But getting in the car and getting to work and coming home is really one of the most underrated blessings, because so many people get in their cars and do not make it back to their families, do not make it back to their homes. And it might not be their fault. It might have been a certain situation that happened, the way that it went out, the way that God wanted it to be is the way that you will leave. But if you simply just worry and think about what I don't have and why is this happening to me and where is all this stuff coming from and all this stuff, man, you are going to waste your time. It literally says in the word, chapter 6 of Matthew, look into it, 25 to 34. It's titled, Do Not Worry. If you see that God brings us 4 seasons every year, and those seasons have been continuing to be consistent every single year, what makes you think that God isn't going to bless you, that God isn't going to be consistent with you, that God isn't going to give you what you are asking for? But it might not look or be in the timing of what you are expecting. So you have to change your perspective. So if you focus more on faith and focus on more what you can control, God will change the perspective of what everything else that you think about, that you pray about, that you talk about, that your relationships about. He will change and begin to turn and will begin to mend and will begin to develop you in the correct way. Know that God doesn't think of you as less, but think of you as more. And if you think of yourself as less, then you need to change your perspective on what God has for you. But I appreciate y'all for tapping in with me on this one, bro. I hope the word spoke to you. I hope you go back and read the word for yourself and understand what it really is. And if you like the episode, if you like the channel, please make sure you like, comment, subscribe on the video, bro. Check out the link tree in the bio. And I'm going to catch y'all on the next one.